Good morning, everyone.
Good morning from Lisbon.
Oh yeah, we are in Portugal right now. It's Sunday. It's rainy.
hmm
It's been weather here has
It's
been so
wet.
unpredictable.
I did not expect that. If you ever been to Florida or any like bigger, I don't know, some like more like tropical island place, it's the same vibe. Like I feel like Florida was the same. Like it would rain randomly and then it would stop, and then it's like sunny and then it's warm and it's humid and all the things. It's not humid here as much as Florida, but
Just because it's winter, I think. Because I wonder how it
mm,
is in the summer.
that's true. I don't know. I didn't know. I've heard from somebody who is from the UK who lives here now that it's rainier here than in the UK. So it maybe just is like that.
It's interesting. I mean, it's usually the rain doesn't last super long. I mean, it's like on and off so much.
Yeah, I know.
This
Like it's
morning
gonna
has
be
been
sunny.
constant though.
Yeah, because it was supposed to rain today. I
Yeah,
think when it's not supposed to rain, it goes on and off. When it is supposed to rain, it's gonna rain for a while. But I think it'll stop soon. We'll see a little
I feel like
blueness,
it's been mostly. I feel like we've seen a lot of sun, so that's good.
which is super nice. We're right
Yeah.
on the water, and it's really nice. It's a great place. Like I really like the vibe here.
Yeah, Lisbon is a beautiful city. Yeah, it's really pretty. We like it a lot,
Mhm.
and it's a fun place. Yeah,
Yeah. But we wanted to say, obviously, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. For those who don't know, who don't even care, it is.
yeah.
Um, and we just wanted to do, honestly, a very simple episode,
hmm
just giving you encouragement and also how to protect your mind, protect your relationship, and protecting your heart and managing your anxiety during Valentine's Day. So I think that this day can be triggering, whether you're in a relationship or not, right?
Oh,
And
for sure. Yeah, for sure. I think for me, I'm thinking like obviously, if you're not in a relationship, it can be triggering because you're not in a relationship. And if you're in a relationship and you listen to us often, and maybe you struggle with relationship anxiety, then that can be very triggering as
yeah,
well.
this day can be really hard because you're going to see a lot of things on social media, right?
Yeah.
And if you know that you're prone to be comparing and you're prone to maybe nitpick your relationship or your anxiety will take you places just because you're feeling something,
Mm.
this is the day to be very, very vigilant on what to do in order to manage it. Like we're preparing now. We're not just trying to, because I think when it comes to relationship anxiety, we have to be proactive, right? We're not just kind of like, um, being victims to whatever happens. We're preparing for what could happen and then just kind of protecting what we have now, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but I think for me, like Valentine's Day, um, you have to remember that like it's all appearances. Like especially
Tell the truth.
if you're on social media on that day, you know you're gonna see a ton of things, and you're gonna see a lot of people writing really sweet things and posting really sweet things, and but at the end of the day, like it's all for clout, and we might honestly we probably will post something. I don't know,
No,
but
the thing is, I think for me, I've actually been very, very intentional. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed.
yeah,
I don't like posting about it, and the only reason why I will is because I feel like some pressure of like, well, everyone else is doing it, and if I don't do it, does that mean like blah blah? I'm like, that's stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
to be honest, Valentine's Day is just another day. I really like to. I think it's fun to do a date. I think it's fun to spend time and just
it's
let's do
simple.
something simple and whatever. But we never do something crazy or extravagant or being like, oh, my man on Valentine's Day, he did everything the whole 9 yards. He made the post about it and make the nice picture and do the whole thing. Like
Yeah,
that's one exhausting, and two, it is for clout because it's like okay, cool. Why?
Mhm.
Like it's just Valentine's Day special, but it's not.
We'll
I
probably
don't
post
know.
a reel about like relationship anxiety and Valentine's Day.
Probably,
I feel like that could
but it's
be
just different than
good.
us. It's
Yeah,
different.
yeah. It would be like, um, but yeah. So a lot of things about Valentine's Day are about feelings, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like obviously, there's nothing wrong with showing your love in public in front of the whole world.
Mhm.
If you want to do that, you can do that. But I guess we would just want to reassure people that like it's not because those people are doing it that it means that your relationship is really wrong or
Right, right.
whatever you triggered uh, with whatever you see, and even if you want to be off social media on Valentine's Day, like that's normal, you know,
hmm
and it probably actually will help you because it will take your mind off of comparison,
Right.
which could really kill your relationship and cause so much anxiety and so much fear because Well, you're comparing, and comparison always kills.
Right.
So
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing where I I saw someone's reel, I don't know, maybe it was like 2 weeks ago, and she posted that like, okay, if your man doesn't show you love like this on your birthday, then maybe he isn't the one. Like something super like harsh. And I was like, I cannot believe that she'd post that. And it was so extravagant. Like
yeah,
one year he took me to Japan and another year he did this. I'm like, okay, like cool. That's great for you. But it doesn't mean that my relationship is lessened because I don't get to experience that, you
mm,
know? And I think it's super easy right now. Whenever you're experiencing relationship anxiety, you're pretty vulnerable and you're pretty susceptible to anything to take you out.
yeah,
And I think that reel could take a lot of people out. And I think it's super honestly immature. I'm sorry for you to post something like that and make such a blatant statement to think that that's something that means value to other people. Like that's cool, that's valuable to you,
mm,
but does not mean that has to be valued for every single person. And so I think that notice. I think this will be helpful too. Noticing what your typical how you and your partner typically celebrate Valentine's Day. Like it could be like, yeah, we typically go to dinner. Maybe he gets me flowers. Maybe I get him blank and blank. We kind of have fun time. It's very relaxing, very low key, cool. Knows that. Like, remember, this is what we typically do, and I
mhm,
usually typically like this. If that is what you like, and you know that you like that, if you see something on social media that's very, very intense, and you start getting overwhelmed and triggered, just being like, wait, why though? I didn't care before, and now I care. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It's probably your anxiety being like, oh, why isn't he or she doing that?
mhm,
Why isn't that happening? Is that something wrong with your relationship? Does he love
yeah,
you enough? Is there somebody better who would love you more? Like you start to overthink all these things when in reality it wasn't something that was even in your mind before.
yeah,
And I think honestly on social media, on Valentine's social media in general, it's always good to take breaks. But on Valentine's Day, I think it's just nice just to be focused on your relationship, focus
yeah,
on life, and not scrolling and see what everyone else is doing. I don't think it's even important. I don't even think it's necessary for people to have to post it. To be honest,
yeah,
like it's important to kind of share shown memories, not to show everybody else what happened. I don't think it's as necessary as people do it, but people do it all the time,
yeah.
and then it gets confusing for people of like, why is it not better for me?
I
Because it should be
mean,
more.
that's just social media. That's what social media does in so many different areas.
Yes,
So
I'm just thinking a lot about it.
it's hard, it's unfortunately social media is like a double-edged sword. It's like one of the edges is good and useful, and then the other one is like brings maybe so much like insecurity and comparison
Comparison.
and even for me this morning,
Yeah.
like I was thinking about my body and like maybe saw a few things on some social media and I was like, dang, why is my body like not maybe more like that?
Mm.
And comparing, and it's like it's what it does, but it's all social media is all illusion. And I think that's something that people need to remember is that even on Valentine's Day, what you're gonna see is you're gonna see the best out of everyone's day,
Yep.
and you don't even know if it's on the day. You don't even know like what's going on. You don't even know what maybe the person that day is actually feeling not great, and they're
Yeah.
posting about it because it's Valentine's Day, and they might feel better because they're getting likes
I mean,
because
yeah, it's
Valentine's Day,
possible.
ooh, But at the end of the day, like Valentine's Day is such a what do you say, like a social construct.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's all like a made up thing, and I think it can be useful as like a reminder to like show love and appreciation to your partner. I do
Sure.
think that that is nice, but obviously I also think that you don't need Valentine's Day to do that.
Yeah.
You
It's
can
like
do
Mother's
that.
Day. You don't need to
Yeah,
this day to or show you like that you love your mom,
yeah, but
but we do it.
it's a good like it's a good
Yes. It's a
reminder,
nice
and
special day.
it's yeah. I think for Valentine's Day, obviously there's more comparison that happens because it's always about relationships and
Hmm.
who had the best Valentine's Day and who was
Loves the
the
person more.
things like that, like who was the most loving, who was the most special, like
Yeah.
it's yeah. So
Mm.
just be careful, be mindful that like if you see something on social media and you feel like you're triggered,
Hmm.
just remember that your love doesn't have to look like theirs,
No.
and
Yeah.
that
For sure.
the way you love is fine and the way your partner loves you is fine, and just show You love the way you want,
Yeah.
not because you saw someone else do this and so therefore you should do it too, or you saw someone do like something different than you and so therefore it means that your relationship is not as good
Yeah.
and your love is not as good, your love is not as strong, your feelings are not as enough, like whatever.
Hmm.
That's all. This is all like irrelevant to what real love is and what a real relationship is and what real connection is.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want. Like for us, I don't think we're the most extravagant people.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but we love going out together. We love going to a restaurant. We'll probably go to a restaurant on Valentine's Day. I
When
do
we
think I booked
arriving
something.
that day in Madeira, it's probably not.
Maybe the day after I booked something, but it does not matter. And yeah, even like you don't need to do something on the day. Oh, actually, if you plan on doing something, I recommend not doing it on the day because
The
all the
restaurants are
restaurants
booked
probably
anyway.
booked
Yeah.
weeks and sometimes months before because people are crazy because
Mm.
it's commercial because it's whatever.
Yeah.
Like just do a couple nights later. It doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Do it on a weekend when you guys are both free and not have to work, and like you're not at work and then going to celebrate just because we have to celebrate that day.
If you have time, do it. If you don't have time, that's okay.
Yeah.
Like just make sure that no matter what, anyways, you show love to your partner.
Yeah.
No matter the season, no matter the day, no
Hmm.
matter like that's something that should be constant, not just something that on Valentine's Day. Oh, today I get to show my love. The rest of the time, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
obviously that's not great.
For sure. And I'll encourage you too, if you know that you're somebody who this day will probably trigger you, I would really recommend you before the day even comes, really being intentional with writing down like, okay, these are the things that I really love for my partner. These things that I really that cause me to know that they really care. Whatever. Writing it down and being really intentional about that. And so when the day comes, and let's just say you happen to be on social media if you choose to be, and then you start to feel like overwhelmed and triggered and your anxiety tries to go kind of crazy, look back at that list and be like, okay, these are things that I know are true. My anxiety is telling me something different.
Yeah.
What do I know is true? And you're probably going to and look for those things throughout the day. Like find evidence of what your partner does love you. Like don't look for evidence that that's not true because your anxiety will really run with that.
Mhm.
Um, and just also notice like if somebody posts something really big and extravagant or makes very grand statements of if your partner doesn't love you this way, then it might mean something. Just know that that's their own stuff. That's nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own reason to post whatever they're posting, and it probably is coming from their own place, and that's totally fine. But it's nothing to do with you. It's
Yeah.
nothing to do with your relationship. It has nothing to do with the love that you have. It has nothing to do with what is going to continue to grow in your love.
Yeah.
That's it. Um, and if anything, get off social media and then just spend the day. I mean, you're probably going to work. Let's be honest. You're probably going to be working that day. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then afterwards, do whatever you want to do. That's going to feel really connecting for the two of you. I think that's literally all you need to do. Nothing else. Nothing more. Nothing less. And if you want something more, then you guys should communicate that ahead of time, right? Like,
Yeah.
don't expect it. And then if it doesn't happen, then you're like, well, there it goes. That means he or she doesn't love me. That's not true, right?
Yeah. And it doesn't mean that obviously people who post or are sweet or whatever doesn't mean that they like figured out everything. Like
No, no, of course not.
you know, people who have relationship anxiety sometimes they can also post things that are very extravagant because it kind of reassures them.
Mm.
They're like, oh, I do have anxiety about my relationship, but I'm gonna do this really extravagant like poem or whatever, like write
Yeah.
something very sweet on social media and everybody's gonna think that I really love my partner and I'm gonna reassure myself that I do love my partner. Like it's you don't know like where it's coming from. It could be coming from a place of insecurity and you don't
Mm.
even know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not even your job to figure that out. Like it doesn't matter whatever other people are doing. Make sure that if you do want to do something with your partner, you do it out of a good place
Mm.
in your heart, not out of like insecurity and out of fear of like, oh dang, like these people did that, so
Mm.
I should do something. Like
Yeah.
I should don't do that. Like make sure that you do that for your partner because you love them and because you want to show that to them, not because someone else did it. And
Yeah.
so it's your due diligence,
Mm-hmm.
like it's no one wants to be loved like that. Like I don't
Yeah.
want her to give me something because she feels like she has to.
Sure.
Like I want her to do it because she actually loves me and she
Mm-hmm.
wants to show it to me. So yeah, but yeah, that's chill. It's another Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, Valentine's Day is Wednesday.
Mhm.
It's just another Wednesday. Just live your life normally. If you want to go out on the weekend, go out on the weekend. Just
Mhm.
don't overthink it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's relationship anxiety. Just don't overthink it.
Yeah, and honestly, that's literally foundation of relationship anxiety. Do not overthink it. And protecting yourself enough to know when you might be in a situation where you could overthink it, which is why we're having this episode now, just to kind of prepare you because it is
Yeah,
tomorrow. And like, yeah, there's no pressure. There's no pressure for it to look like any certain way. The only pressure that's coming up is a pressure that your anxiety is giving for yourself. You know what I mean? Like no one else is giving you any sort of need to do that. Besides maybe society, but like society is its own thing. It has nothing to do with you. So yeah, just wanted to give a quick little
yeah.
simple episode.
I do want to end by saying that you're safe, that your relationship is safe, that your love is safe, your connection is safe.
Mm,
You need to believe in yourself, believe in your love, believe that you
that's good.
do love your partner, no matter what you feel, no matter what you think.
Mm,
Doesn't matter. You have, first and foremost, you have to believe that you love your partner, that you can love your partner. Like it's something that is in you, and it's not something that is dictated by any thought, any fear. Like those are not, and even your feelings, the way you love is not dictated by your feelings.
yeah.
So just reassure yourself
Hmm.
and know that you're safe and
Definitely.
everything is all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. For sure. No,
there's
that's
nothing
really
wrong
good.
with you.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with your partner.
Yeah, you
Everything
got
is
this.
good. Yeah. We love you guys, and we just hope that this was helpful and that this was an encouragement for you guys. And um, we hope that going in tomorrow, you do whatever you need to do in order for you to protect your heart.
Yeah, honestly, like just maybe just don't go on social media. Honestly, I feel like it might be good just for that day.
Yeah. Honestly, we might not even be on there, so we'll see. I'll
Yeah,
be chilling. So, anyway,
that's true.
we hope y'all have. I hope this is helpful. We hope y'all have a good rest of your day. And we will talk to y'all next week.
Yeah,
You know this. You know what to do. I keep repeating what we need to do, but do the things. If this was helpful for you at all, don't forget to share it. Don't forget to send it to somebody who needs to hear it. Um,
review,
in
subscribe, like, comment.
yeah.
If you watch or if you listen, do
Mhm.
whatever you can. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your support. Thank you
Mhm.
for, because we know like a lot of you are like faithful like listeners
Yeah.
and watchers, I guess, or spectators.
Spectate.
And we appreciate that.
Yeah. Mhm.
More to come.
More to
A lot
come.
of good things are gonna come out soon from us.
This is actually
And
important to mention too. We actually just hired, which is crazy. We hired a copywriter for our business, and we are working with her to kind of to revamp our membership. Our membership before was, after talking with somebody about it, I'm like, wow, we have not been very clear about what this is and
yeah,
what our intentions are behind it. So
just
revamping it and making it more structured.
communicating our vision better.
Yes, way more. And this new one that we're doing, we're beta testing it first, and so you'll get all the information very very soon on how to join in on that.
Yeah,
Getting at a very 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 good deal, but this is going to be really 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 helpful, and so we're super excited.
you're saying really a lot.
I know, but I'm really excited about it.
It's
I've
really
been
really
thinking
exciting.
about it for a very long time.
Yeah,
Doing a
it's
lot
gonna
of
be
things with it, so
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a new chapter,
Mhm.
and yeah. So even if you have more questions, like DM us or on Joy Rossignol, yeah, or email us. Whatever you want. If you have questions about this and you want to know more,
yeah,
yeah,
we will talk to y'all very soon. Have a good rest of your day.
yeah.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
That's short.
Don't forget to answer a question.
I know, but